Hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, people, you know what it is. More time, it's more time. I'm the monk, and I'm finally back for another Monks boxing breakdown. This time is number 24, Joyce versus Derek Chisora, lined up for the 27th, which is this Saturday. And when it first was mentioned, I was kind of like, what's the point? It's a pointless fight. There's not really much. Both of these dons have lost horribly, you know what I mean? Joyce got whacked up twice by Big Bang Zhang. Derek Chisora got whacked up by Fury. And who else did he fight after that? Did he lose to Joe Parker? Or something along them lines anyway. But we're gonna get into that in a second anyway, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. More time, it's more time. We are back. More content on the way. Had a little ute in that, so everything's been a bit slow of recent. You know what I'm saying? Had to work, get that paper in, and yeah, man. But it's good. It's good to be back, live streaming. So without further ado, we might as well get into it, man. You know what I'm saying? There's been a bit of back and forth between Joe and Derek. It's kind of a weird beef, to be honest with you. It's kind of, they're both slow IQ dons, you know what I'm saying? Like Derek's trying to apply pressure. If you watch the what the Queensbury call their face to face sit down, they call it like, they got some weird name for it. But anyway, yeah, man. So they're having a sit down. Derek Chisora is trying to stick it on Joyce, make him feel, you know what I mean? Make him feel like he's getting bullied and that. Joyce is trying to give it back, but he's so slow. I mean, I'm gonna have to do a reaction vid to it because it's the funniest shit I've seen in ages. You know what I mean? Joyce trying to come back with quick remarks, miserably. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, people, Monk's boxing breakdown. I like to keep these ones short and sweet. I did this one live because I couldn't be bothered to edit the video. Plain and simple. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it is what it is, man. So without further ado, let's get into it, man. Let's head over to the screen capture, mates. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna hit up. Just been watching a few podcasts, you know what I'm saying? A few interviews and that. Trying to get some inspiration. And yeah, man. Been watching some good shit. But anyway, back to the fight. Joyce, Derek Chisora. We got it's on the 27th of July, which is the Saturday coming. It's at the O2 Arena in London, United Kingdom. The fight will be streamed in the US on ESPN Plus and in the UK TNT Sports 1. It's a 12 rounds at heavyweight. Joyce coming into the fight with 16 wins, 2 losses, 0 draws. Derek Chisora, on the other hand, has 34 wins, 13 losses, 0 draws. So for the tail of the tape, I almost forgot to say big ups Box Live. They do their thing, man. They definitely help. If you want to not book, but you know, if you got a calendar and you want to schedule in fights and you don't know when they're going to happen and you want to write it down and all that type of business, then yeah, man, Box Live, Box Rec, those type of websites will tell you everything you need to know about boxing and when to schedule it in and them type of thing there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it is good to be back. Tail of the tape, Joyce, 38. He's 6'6" height with a reach of 80.3, fighting out of the orthodox stance. Derek Chisora, on the other hand, he is 40 years old, with a height of 6'2", which is a bit mad. I never thought Derek Chisora would be 6'2". He looks kind of little, but obviously not. With a reach of 74 inches, he also fights out of the orthodox stance. Form-wise, both of them, form is a bit dead. Joe Joyce with a win-win, loss-win. Derek Chisora, on the other hand, I think it goes the other way with Derek, doesn't it? Win, loss, loss. 10 round UD. How'd you get a unanimous decision? Who's he fighting for 10 rounds? Shit. So we got wins. For Joe Joyce, we have 16 wins, 15 by way of KO, with a KO percentage of 94%, which is very good knockout percentage. Here at Monks Boxing Breakdown, we like the knockout percentage to be around 75% or higher. So Joe Joyce is up there, but he's only had 16 fights, so it's kind of a bit mad. He's had 2 losses and he's been stopped twice by Big Bang Zhang, who came in and just laid him out. You know what I'm saying? As you can see, his debut was in 2017 compared to Derek Chisora's. Derek Chisora was in 2007, so he's had 10 more years in the game. So he's pretty much had double their career, triple their career, as you can see from the pro rounds, with Joe Joyce having 93 pro rounds and Derek Chisora having 324 pro rounds. But yeah, Derek Chisora has 34 wins, 23 coming by way of KO, with a KO percentage of 68, which falls a little bit below the more time standard. You know what I'm saying? You want 75% or up. It just shows that you're getting your opponents out of here. You're not leaving it to the judges or the referees and them thing there. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah, you're just getting your opponent out of there. You're not leaving it to chance and all that bullshit. Yes, you're on your smoking settings. Current rankings is a bit like null and void. Both of these mans, as you can see, Derek Chisora is not even ranked. Well, at least not on the website. They haven't got his ranking. And Joe Joyce is like 8th in the Ring Magazine, 8th in the WBC, 14th in the WBO, and 10th in the IBF. So he's fallen out of the pecking order. Before his loss to Zhang, I feel like Joyce was up there, but he was slowly building up. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like a... How can I say... Yeah, it wasn't like he was fighting, he was getting people out of there and all that good stuff, but at the same time he wasn't fighting the top, getting all them points, you know what I mean, and moving up in the ranks and that, because a lot of boxing's about who you fight, not just how many times you fight, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's the tale of the tape. I mean, it's a bit crazy. I'm not overjoyed, like I said, with the fight. When it first got mentioned, I just thought it was pointless, especially as a main attraction. You know what I mean? You got this as the main fight. You know what I mean? When really this is like maybe a fight or two under the main fight on the card normally. So Frank Warren and Queensbury doing the Queensbury thing of just putting these dead shows on. I mean, is there anybody... let's see if they got also on the card. McCann versus Baluta, Garner versus Sharp, Ituma versus Whack. I mean, it's not looking good. It is not looking good at all. Predictions. So not my predictions, but the predictions that have been given. is Derek Chisora with a 9.1% chance of winning, and Joe Joyce with a 90.9% chance of winning, which is kind of my thoughts anyway, which I'll explain when I get to my prediction. Winner / verdict and percentage of users. So 72% of users, or 72.73, mad percentage, think Joe Joyce wins by KO. 18.18% think Joe Joyce wins by decision. 4.55% think Derek Chisora gets a decision. Derek Chisora, 4.55% think Derek Chisora is also going to win by KO. So as you can see there, that's the breakdown for the community prediction here at Box Live. But I may as well just get into my personal prediction right now. Hang on 1 second, let me just sort something out quickly. Hello? Nah. What am I doing? So you just got thrown off. Drastically thrown off there. So yeah, the undercard's not all that. People's predictions, I think, are pretty accurate, to be honest. My personal prediction for the fight is that Joe Joyce wins via late stoppage. May even knock out Derek Chisora. I mean, Derek Chisora doesn't really get knocked out. I think it's only Dillian White and someone else knocked him out. Tyson Fury didn't knock him out, I know that for sure. So he's hard to knock out, but I'm still going to go for the knockout. I think Joe's going to wear him down. He's going to be moving forward, trying to press home the pressure, as Joe is kind of a pressure fighter. And eventually he's going to break down Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora might even have a couple good rounds at the start of the fight. You know what I'm saying? He may even have a good few rounds there, but then he's going to drop off majorly towards the middle and the end. As you know, he has kind of got a stamina issue. I mean, what I wanted to do was do the watch along for, well, not the watch along, the reaction vid for their sit down. But I haven't got my my shit running properly yet, as I've been away from the studs, away from the setup. Shit needs updating and that. But I've got things I've got things in order and will be perfected shortly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, people, like I said before, man, I wasn't really looking forward to it, but now that it's here and it's getting closer and closer, I'm kind of interested in watching it. There's nothing at stake. There's no high stakes. Nothing in that regards. However, it's gonna be a little throwdown, innit? It's gonna be a banger, like, as in action wise. Both these men are gonna be getting punched up. Both of these men are gonna be swinging overhands and bowling balls and all them type of things there. These men ain't the boxer types, you know what I mean? They're not gonna be running around the ring like Tyson Fury and that. But yeah, it will be entertaining nevertheless. Like I'm saying, the undercard is pretty much null and void as well. Frank Warren loves to put on dead undercard fights, which I get because he's saving money and that. But when you cut corners and you try and save money on your shows, it just makes the show shit. Like, look at the undercard here. McCann, Baluta, like, dead fight. You know what I mean? Garner versus Sharp is probably the better fight on the card, but even then, like, don't really care about them man there, you get me? And then we got Atuma versus Wack, and like, it might be good because it's a heavyweight bout, but Wack is crazy slow, and just takes punishment. And Ituma, I'm not really sure about that guy. He's only had 9 fights, so he's up and coming. He might be an up and coming banger, but for now he's not. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty disappointed in the undercard. Frank Warren undercard special. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Hearn couldn't get away with putting on such a dead undercard. It is what it is. But yeah, people, the fight is on this Saturday, the 27th of July, and it should be a banger. I've just gave you my prediction. My prediction was JOYCE late stoppage around the 10th or 11th round. I think he will get CHISORA out of there, being the younger, more energetic fighter. And that's that. You have been watching the More Time Podcast, Monks Boxing Breakdown, number 24. I'm back. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be smashing these out. We're going to be full flow, full steam ahead. If you like what you watch and you like my content, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, all of that good stuff. And much more content on the way, people. So stay locked, stay tuned. That's what we do. And without further fuck all that shit, I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?